Hey, what's up, fam? Thank y'all for tuning in once again. As always, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And when you do subscribe, hit the notification bell so every time I drop a video, you will be the first to know about it. Hey, this is a sad tale of simping to the most extreme. Fellas, you have to be careful of who you get into relationships with. You got to use this brain, or this head, as they say, when dealing with some of these females. Everybody want to be street. Some folks don't want to use common sense. As the old folks would say, good sense that God gave you. No matter what, anyone who cares about you, like seriously, will not put you in a situation like this. Because now with this situation, and there are a lot of stories. I've seen stories where fellas go and defend their sister or family member, some female family member, because boyfriend putting them hands on them, or allegedly. I know sometimes females lie. Oh, excuse me. Things of that nature. And it doesn't end well for either party. I've known stories where guys go and sisters say boyfriend and put their hands on him. So we go over there, put hands on the boyfriend. And then the sister get mad at the brother for beating down the boyfriend, and she goes back to the boyfriend. And that fella said, sister can't call him ever again. If you put them hands on her, she better call the police. Which is, truthfully, in this day and age, you have to do. Because people around nowadays don't like to take the same punishment they dish out. So you put hands on a female, dude comes put hands on you, you want to shoot and delete him because he beat you up. Well, what if that girl would have pulled that pistol and deleted you because you put hands on her? People don't think. As my dad used to say, people don't think 2 inches off their rump sometimes. But this story is like an extreme case. So follow along, because you may think one way that this story is going, but then as it goes on, you're going to be like, wait, what? Anyway, this is out of click2houston.com, and it said man killed in gunfight after woman brings ex-boyfriend, his brother, to new boyfriend's house for confrontation. So you got a guy here dating a woman, and they get into it. So she goes and go get her ex-boyfriend. Now, not to you listen to the title, you think that the ex-boyfriend came over and deleted the new boyfriend. The ex-boyfriend and the brother came over and deleted the new boyfriend for a confrontation. So undoubtedly, the female is probably still allowing the ex-boyfriend to knock her down. Let's just be honest. These females ain't loyal. Shout out to Chris Brown. But let's read on, shall we? Harris County, Texas. Great state of Texas. Boy, where we get these stories from? Police have identified the man who they said was shot and deleted during a gunfight after a woman brought him to her boyfriend's house for a confrontation in Northwest Harris County Tuesday night. So it wasn't the dude that owned the house, that lived in a house that got deleted. It was an ex-boyfriend. The one, like I said, was probably still knocking down his ex-girl. And so she comes running over there and saying, man, it's whatever the case is, I need you to go over there and handle him. And like a dummy, and like a simp and a sucker, he goes and takes his brother, and they go to confront the new boyfriend. Probably not even knowing what the truth is. Probably didn't even get the truth. Let's just be honest. Probably got a bold-faced lie. And she probably said, I got something for you. And she leaves the house, not knowing what she's gonna do. And the first person she think of is her supposedly ex-boyfriend. Let's continue. The shooting took place in the 7900 block of Atwood Hill Lane near Lee Road around 11:30 p.m. So now it's late at night and you done went to your ex-boyfriend's house to go get her. So again, not only did you go to confront a dude, you went well after dark. Where did she find you at? Officials say the victim, who was deleted, had been identified as 24-year-old Raymond Wright. According to the sheriff's office, Raynard, who was 23, but I guess was Raymard's brother. Raymard is 23. Raymard is 24. Raynard is 23. Raynard Wright. So according to sheriff's office, Raynard Wright, 23, Eric Spears, 37, and a 23-year-old woman were detained after the shooting. So what happened? Authorities said Spears, 37, is the owner of the home at Atwood Hill where he and the woman lived together. So he's 37 years old. Again, I did a story earlier. I don't know if I'm put out before or after this one about these older men dealing with these younger girls. I know they are enticing. I know they are tempting. I'm a guy who advocates for long-term relationships. If you want to get a younger girl, you get away from her element, and you do what you plan on doing, and you groom her quickly. You don't get a female, and if she's street and she hood like you are, leave her alone. Leave her alone. She's dangerous because she's young. She got a lot of energy. Like I said, she got energy for the sheets, but she also got energy in them streets. You don't know her history, you be easy. But you 37 years old, let a 23-year-old move in with you. Leave these young females alone. Let's continue. Authorities said Spears is the owner of the home on Atwood Hill where he and the woman lived together. The two allegedly got into an argument Tuesday evening, which caused the woman to leave in a green Kia. So you got into an argument. What you get an argument about? Maybe the old man got him another young tenant and she got mad. Maybe he found out that she was still messing with the ex-boyfriend and they got into it and he put out. But she left. The woman later returned to the house with her ex-boyfriend and his brother, Raymond and Raynard Wright. At this time, it is unclear which brother is the ex-boyfriend. But I think there's an update to the story. But anyway, it says investigators with the sheriff's office said Spears then came out of his house and he and the brothers got into a shootout. Raymond was shot and killed during the gunfight. Raynard then retrieved his brother's pistol and opened fire towards Spears as he retreated into the house. So Raymond had a gun. My boy Spears came out with that heater. Raymond, I guess, wasn't the rightful man that he thought he was. And I'm not making light of this story. Forgive me if y'all think I'm making light. I'm not. The problem I have with this story is, fellas, and you got to talk about stuff like this. And you got to put it out and you got to be brutally honest. I mean, we got to stop dealing with the ratchetness because it's killing us, literally. You dealing with a ratchet female and for whatever reason you felt you had to go to another man's house. Let me tell you what they teach you in self-defense, home defense. Just, PSA. When you're at home, you're in your element. Never go to nobody else's house trying to act up. But one, when somebody comes to your house, your number one, you have your defense weapon and you have the upper hand that looks, you have a weapon, the layout of the place so you can control it. What you do is you get to a place to where you have the best option of victory. And one thing you do is, they say you don't turn all the lights on, turn some guns off. Because the layout of your house, your yard, they don't. If someone breaks into your house, don't turn on lights. Don't holler, don't scream, don't do nothing. You know, your alarm going off, you get your heater and you make sure them lights are off and you go find that person if they're in your house. Now, you got to defend yourself, then you do it. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, that's just a little tidbit of information of self-defense, home defense. Tell everybody to get somewhere high, stay low, and then you, as a man, go do what you got to do. Anyway, back to the story. Investigators said that Raymond's death investigation will be presented to a Harris County grand jury. Raynard had subsequently been charged with aggravated assault for shooting at Spears while he was attempting to go back inside his home. Spears was arrested on an outstanding felony warrant. So this whole situation is just ratchet and street. Spears, I mean, I would love to know why she felt she had to go call her ex-boyfriend to come get this dude and what kind of felony warrants this guy. I probably can look it up and see like what you call it, public record and find out, you know, what the deal was. But anyway, hey, like I said, cautionary tale. Hey, fellas, find you. Let's we can call it hip hop culture now, the rap culture, the trashy rap culture. We can call that now, cause it's what it is. I mean, it's just trash right now. When we talk about, I know we all talk about Sexy Red and what's that girl, Ice Spice, and females like that. We love to talk about them, and yeah, they are ratchet and they just look terrible. But there's also fellas out here who don't forget, they the ones who started it, you know, rapping about, you know, killing, dealing, and mistreating women and all that kind of stuff. And then you got females who say, I can do the same thing that a man can do. And then they try to go out there and do it and prove it. We all know females, aunts, cousins, sisters who can squabble back in the day, you know, and they grown and still bragging about how many fights they had back in high school. I'm gonna need you to grow out of that. Young lady, 23 years old, life just started. Now you're probably going to, let's see, the brother and the female are probably going to be indicted on or charged at least for the deletion of Mr. Raymond, right? Because usually when you in a commission of doing something that was wrong, I don't know if they would call this a crime or not, but y'all went to go confront a dude, fight a guy, and brought a gun. So you brought a gun for a reason to a man's house. He defended himself, and so now young brother's gone. Like I said, there's nothing to make light of the situation because it's not. I mean, it's sad. One man lost his life. Another, I mean, it could have been a potential of 4 people could have lost their life that night. Over what? An argument? That's the story you sticking with? If that's the case, man, we got problems in the community. We got a lot of fixing to do. But anywho, tell me what you think about this story. Leave your comments below and then share it with the world. And with that being said, I'll leave you in peace. And I'll see you on the other side.